Most of this tutorial will deal with completing an ingoing inspection where you have a previous ingoing completed. We will, however, have a quick look at completing an ingoing where you have only undertaken routine inspections previously. Fundamentally, this process is identical to completing an initial ingoing report. However, you won't need to add all the areas as they're already there. Most areas should only have an overview, and if that is the case, then you can simply select the area, tap Add New Item, and select the template or area to copy from. Ideally, if an item was required in a routine inspection, then a shell of the room will have been set up, and you'll simply need to fill in the text. If, however, a single item was added, then you will either need to manually add the remaining items, or, to save time, you can delete the item from the area and then use a template or copy an area to fill it in. It is important to understand that this will affect your previous routine inspections. However, it may be worth it to keep your inspection time down. Moving on now to subsequent ingoing inspections, where one has been completed previously. We'll start by explaining how the autocomplete text used to finalise the report is generated. For any item in the property, the autocomplete text first looks to see if an outgoing inspection was completed. If the inspector undertaking the outgoing made specific comments for the item, then those comments will be used. If the inspector undertaking the outgoing left the item to be auto-completed, or if there wasn't an outgoing undertaken at all, then the autocomplete text will go back to the last ingoing inspection and use those comments. Tenant comments are ignored when auto-completing an ingoing inspection. Understanding the autocomplete text allows us to now look at how quickly and easily you can complete a subsequent ingoing inspection. Basically, you should swipe left through the property, comparing the autocomplete text with the current condition of the item. If there are no changes needed, then simply move on to the next item by swiping left on the notepad. If you decide that the condition has changed, you have three options. The first is to insert the autocomplete text and then make changes as necessary. The second is to scroll through the history and see if there are some more relevant comments you can use, in a routine for example. The final option is just to start from scratch with Phrasestorm or with the keyboard. It is vitally important to note that if you add a photo to an item, then the autocomplete text will be entered for you, unless you have already changed the comment. You can choose to update photos during your ingoing, however they will be printed in the report in the same way as new photos, as there is no point in showing a photo taken prior to this current ingoing inspection. Once you have entered comments for all the changes to the property, finishing your report is as simple as tapping the Finalised Inspection button back on the cover page screen. You should still review the report quickly before you actually print it.